Feeding a hungry flock or a sounder of pigs feels like watching your bank account evaporate every single week. You look at those prepackaged bags at the supply store and you know there has to be a better way. This is why people are suddenly obsessed with these entry-level pellet mills. They want to take control of what goes into their animals. They want to cut out the middleman. But here's the critical thing about budget machinery. It is never just plug and play. You are looking at a machine that promises to turn your raw grain and corn into perfect little cylinders of nutrition. It sounds like a dream for a small-scale homesteader. The specific mill everyone is buzzing about lately is built like a total tank. It uses a heavy-duty steel die and a high-pressure roller system to get the job done. When it works, it is a truly beautiful sight. A steady stream of feed starts pouring out of the chute. You can adjust the sizes from tiny 4mm pellets for your chicks to larger 8mm ones for the goats or pigs. This gives you an incredible sense of independence. But let's get very real for a second. This machine is a bit of a diva. You cannot just throw whole corn and dry stalks in there and expect magic to happen. Everything has to be ground down first. It needs to be just the right amount of moist, not soaking wet, not bone dry. If you get the moisture level wrong, you are going to be staring at a clogged machine and a very long, frustrating afternoon of cleaning out steel plates. That is the learning curve nobody likes to talk about. It takes actual practice to find that sweet spot. You might spend your first few days just experimenting with different mixtures of wheat bran and soybean meal. It is a mechanical process that rewards patience. This is not a commercial-grade industrial beast. It is a budget-friendly tool for someone with a handful of animals who wants to save money and improve feed quality. The construction is solid steel, which is great for long-term durability, but the motor needs a specific power setup to thrive. You are looking at a system that needs a higher voltage than your standard household outlet. That is a major hurdle for some people. Once you clear those hurdles, the financial savings start to add up quickly. You are making custom recipes. You are reducing waste because the animals cannot just kick the powder around in the dirt. They eat every single bit. If you are running a massive commercial operation, this is simply not for you. You will outpace its capacity in a single week. But for the backyard farmer or the dedicated homesteader, it completely changes the game. It turns a daily chore into a science project. You become the manufacturer. You know exactly what is in that feed. No mystery fillers. No weird additives you cannot pronounce. Just the raw ingredients you chose for your livestock. It requires regular maintenance. It requires a bit of mechanical soul. But for the right person, it is a total shift in how they manage their land and their budget. You have to be willing to get your hands dirty with the settings. You have to be okay with the trial and error of the first few batches. The reward is a self-sufficient farm that relies on your own labor rather than a supply chain. It is about taking the power back. It is about knowing the fuel you are giving your animals is the best it can be. This machine is a solid entry point for anyone ready to stop paying retail prices for grain. It is a rugged, heavy, and sometimes stubborn partner in the barn. It gets the job done if you treat it right.